little bit too.
Ooh.
That's good.
It's good.
Boop. There you go.
Nice.
I was gonna say, yeah. So when you say jank, how do you define jank?
Oh, when I just said you have a janky, your apartment is pure jank.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like the mouse, for example. Like, to get it to work, you have to like wiggle it a little.
Yeah, you gotta jank it in.
Yeah.
It's like a little.
It's like
Nothing's
it's very
perfect.
janky.
Yeah, it's not perfect in any stretch of the imagination.
Everything is like duct tape here.
It's a little broken.
Yeah.
If you both look at the broken cabinet, it's
yeah.
totally, oh yeah, it's definitely a little janky.
Yeah.
I get the vibe. What was I gonna say?
Mm-hmm.
This the new whiskey we're doing today.
Oh yeah.
It's the first upgrade. It only took us 9 weeks or 8 weeks to finish, but
There we go. Now we hear ourselves.
Oh.
Hudson whiskey.
It is delicious.
Shout out to Corn. I had a little recently with
imagine
with him. Oh, just shatters.
Yeah, just shatters.
That'd be fun. That'd be good content.
Great content.
yeah.
Yeah. What were you saying about corn?
Oh, I had some of the Hudson whiskey. We actually went to Hudson, New York. And we copped a bottle.
I remember that.
Yeah. It was pretty good. It's I have it like I don't know. I'm not a whiskey drinker artisanally like that. Although I do enjoy it just as like a flavor and the vibe of having like the big cube.
Yeah.
The whiskey glass.
And the big cube was one of the greatest additions to the podcast, aside from Dan recommending us to put the
pull up.
The pull up. Boom, perfect. So I although I do like whiskey, I'm not gonna lie, and this may be some pussy shit, but like when it's watered down a little bit.
Oh, that's the best part.
I love when it's watered down just like a tiny bit, because then you could really enjoy like the real like taste of it. I feel.
Yeah.
And maybe it kind of reminds me almost of coffee in a way, because like people who just start drinking coffee, tons of milk, tons of sugar.
It's like khaki colored.
Yeah, it's like it's literally khaki colored. It's a great way to look at it. It's like not coffee at that point, you know. And then you slowly start to put less of those things, and like now I just drink coffee black, and like I just completely love the taste of it. Like the thought of milk now in my coffee, aside from just like a drop of it, is disgusting.
Yeah.
You know, so I guess it could be like whiskey or just any alcohol that people drink straight.
I guess you build up to it, and yeah, I know what you mean. Like when it's still just the whiskey and it's kind of syrupy still and like really strong. It's one thing, but then when like it's watered down, you can kind of like enjoy the flavor a little more before you swallow.
Right. Whoa.
Like,
pause.
It is pretty good.
I feel you. Yeah. Until you swallow. You just can't say that word without an assumption being made.
I guess so.
It's just one of those words. It's like moist.
Yeah.
You're looking for trouble when you say it.
You're trying to cause a problem.
Yeah, you're
stirring the pot.
You're trying to start a party. I was gonna say I just saw tickets actually on this Instagram page, because my friend Andres just went to this like rooftop comedy show not too long ago, for like Stav and not Nick, what's his name, Adam from Comptown. Yeah. They were doing rooftop comedy shows like in Brooklyn.
Oh.
So I actually just on the Instagram page, and tickets sold out. They're doing like another like random spot in Williamsburg. Oh. And it's quite literally a walk up just like this building, and they walk around to the back like people who are attending the show, and they go up the fire escape and then just watch on the roof.
Wow. Yeah. Talk about jank.
Yeah, that's the definition of jank right there.
Yeah.
The title for this episode couldn't be easier.
Yeah. Jank.
Jank. Yeah.
I love it.
But yeah.
Or janky. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, it sounds like such a vibe, especially over the summer, rooftop comedy and just
that sounds like a lot of fun.
Hopping around to different
going to a show like that.
Yeah, definitely gonna do that for sure.
But you said this one sold out though, right?
Oh, so quickly.
Yeah.
I don't know. They didn't put the title like who's gonna be on it though, so I'm assuming people know.
Yeah.
And they're just not talking about it yet. But like, I see Sam Morello's been doing it. Mark Norman, Joe List, you know, all the good,
all the guys,
all the geese.
Yeah, I sometimes think about the Tuesdays of Stories Patreon because that's the only other one that I listen to like a lot, other than Tim and Shane, Matt and Shane.
Yeah, we're gonna spend the next 5 minutes talking about what additions to the Patreon we should make right now to not our podcast, so what we should subscribe
to what we follow.
Yeah.
Well, like Tuesdays of Stories. Those guys are just so funny, and Joe List is so hilarious. Good. Mark obviously is like so good.
I've been listening to them more so recently, just because like once you stop subscribing to Joey Rogues, it's like you've got so much more to listen to. And the Hyena's leaving too.
Yeah, although Joe fills a different like void for me when I listen to him. It's more like educational and like I just admire his conversational skills so much.
Right.
Like whenever he talks to people, I'm like, he makes whoever I'm listening to extremely interesting.
It's true. But what I do find, though, is ever since he switched from Spotify, and I don't think it's a him personally thing, I just think, like, the platform switch. Like, I mean, I switched over to Spotify also because, like, I just wanted to continue to listen to him. But just having it on YouTube, like, having the videos on YouTube, like, being able to, like, lay down and put, you know, I could put the Spotify video, but it's just not the same. Because, like, YouTube is just the platform where you could get anything. So, like, if I'm watching Joe Rogan, like, I kind of got to just watch it there on Spotify. Like, I'm not going through Spotify to watch other videos, you know? They're just all Spotify.
Yeah, there's nothing else on Spotify. Maybe when Spotify gets a little bigger. And it seems like he has a ton of stuff in the works, although he always says he does. Yeah. Because he's always like, oh, you know, like him opening up a comic club.
Yeah, where is it?
But he did say, like, he was talking to the Spotify people about how, like, they need comments and stuff like that. So maybe if the platform gets bigger, and they need, I feel like they need other podcasts too. Like, you can't just have one video podcast on the entire platform.
Yeah, it's literally nothing else. I mean, like, they have the other podcasts, obviously, where
but they don't have videos.
No, and there's no like Spotify exclusive, like, or at least exclusive ones that I would know about because I don't hear about anything besides Joey.
Yeah, no, I know there's like the Barack Obama, Bob Dylan podcast, the Renegades.
Is it Bob? No, Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen.
R.I.P. Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I don't know those guys. I'm not familiar with them.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Barack Obama and Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah.
What do they talk about?
I don't know.
Do they like any pictures together? You want to pull it up?
Yeah, we can pull it up.
Barry O and Brucey.
Yeah, let's see here.
It's kind of funny to think about. Like, you could just go from being the president of the United States, and then you're just, you know, having a podcast with Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah. Renegades, born in the USA.
That's so crazy. I feel like nobody listens to it.
Probably not. I'm sure there are people that listen to it.
It's so funny.
Just think if you're like a middle-aged white woman.
White woman,
This is probably your shit.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely your shit. You have 2 kids. They're in school. You know, you're tempting. Do I have another cocktail before I go pick them up?
Miss Lipschultz definitely listens to this. She goes, this is her jam.
Yeah, it's her lady jam.
Shout out Miss Lipschultz. She was a fantastic middle school teacher.
I loved her, but you know she enjoyed like a nice glass. Oh. You know she enjoyed like a nice glass.
A glass.
I feel like I could see her like just like...
I feel like she was a red wine lady.
You think so?
She probably came home to a nice tall glass of red wine.
Her tall bottle.
Oh my god! You think she was? You just think she was an alcoholic?
She just is an alcoholic who hated her life. No, I loved her. She was great.
She was great. But that's funny. Alcohol reminds me. I saw this news report. It was kind of funny. It was like studies find that any amount of alcohol is bad for you. Not just like a glass of red wine a day is okay for you. And it's just like, well, come on. Like, we knew that one.
Any amount of fast food is bad for you. Studies say.
Yeah.
Studies could say anything you want, and you could also like read a study and draw a completely separate conclusion of that study without even letting anyone reference it. You know what I mean? Like, you could just draw your own conclusion from it. So it's like, you know, you don't know how true that actually is at the end of the day.
I was watching, do you know Ryan Long? He does like these comedy skits on YouTube.
Why does he sound so familiar? You want to pause, just type in his name really quickly? Ryan Long.
He does comedy skits on YouTube.
If I see his face, I'm sure I'm going to know.
He was on the
exactly
Hyenas before.
Yeah, I'm going to see his face. I know, I hear. Yeah, I remember him.
He was on the Hyenas, and he
Looks like Bam Margera before he got fat and almost died of like obesity.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, yeah, kind of edgy looking as well. He's Canadian, but anyway, they did like a skit where it was like governors, now that the pandemic's ending, they're like panicking and they like want to have another lockdown, and he's like, this one guy's like, I found some scientists that'll say what we want to say, that'll like say what we want.
Right.
It's so true. It's like just whatever narrative you need.
You could find exactly like. Do you remember the doctors who were? I forgot who they were, but like that team of doctors who were saying, what was the drug that Trump was taking?
Hydroxychloroquine.
Yeah, like that team of them who was basically like chanting like, "You can take this and you will." Like the witch doctor woman.
Yeah, the witch.
The African witch doctor woman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she was like, "You can take this and you would be fine." And then people found like other studies of her talking about how like, if you like had sex out of wedlock, then you would be going to hell directly. Yeah, Stella Emanuel, that's her name.
Yeah.
So yeah, she believed in demon sperm and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like absurd shit.
It's crazy. She had a position
taken away from her.
But the president gave this woman
a
position, and she was saying like just the craziest stuff. It's just so funny.
Yep, he just propped her up, and she just became like the Dr. Fauci ouchie before himself.
Huh. That's so funny.
It's crazy shit. Nobody's wearing masks there either, I just realized.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is weird, because this was like probably around the time of the pandemic.
Yeah, like when did that begin?
The pandemic.
Yeah, when it's crazy how the last year happened.
Last year was
July 30th.
July 30th, 2020.
Nobody's wearing masks.
Last year was
there.
a fever dream.
Yeah.
Although I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, I made the best of it. You know, that's for sure. I think it created a lot more hatred in the world.
Yeah.
You know, which I think is a bad thing.
Yeah.
I wanted to actually talk, in general, about just like the word hate. Yeah, because I feel like it's tossed around like way too casually for what it actually means. You know? I feel like so many people
let's pull up
just like
a hate definition.
Yeah, the definition of hate.
Feel intense or passionate dislike for someone.
Yeah, like it's one thing.
Or intense or passionate dislike.
Yeah, like it's one thing to talk about like sports. You know, whether you hate something or you don't hate something, but like I feel like when you're talking about hate in everyday sense, where you're like you hate this, or you're like I hate going to this place, or like I hate taking the subway, or like I hate doing X, Y, or Z. I feel like, and obviously I'm not.
I hate that.
Yeah. I'm not like educated in a sense, but I feel like it almost does some negative like psychological harm or impact to you because it kind of creates like this it's just a negative world, and you're just hating so many things, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like removing that word from your vocabulary, unless in such extreme circumstances, could be probably more beneficial to you than you'd imagine.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure. And I remember in middle school, people would always say, kill yourself a lot.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that one kind of slowed down.
That definitely died out.
That one definitely died out because people started actually doing it.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay.
Definitely started happening a lot more frequently.
Yeah.
Especially in our generation.
Some Amanda Todd shit.
Yeah, whoa. Wait, Amanda Todd?
Yeah, she like swallowed the Tide Pods.
Oh my god, that's right. Wait, but she didn't do that intentionally. Like, she didn't do that to kill herself, though, right?
I think she did.
Really?
I think that's the whole thing.
Ooh, excuse me.
We go through fun topics here, like the suicide movement.
Yeah, the suicide. Oh, now I remember her. Oh,
she was a victim of cyberbullying. Oh, never mind. She hung herself. Jesus.
Oh, wow. Okay. And that's what happened.
But there was like that meme, so fucked up, that was like, there was like Tide Pods, but they were calling them Todd Pods.
Ooh, Todd Pods. Oh my god, that's so fucked. Now I'm remembering it.
Yeah.
Wait, but she really hung herself.
Yeah.
Jesus
so it's
Christ.
cyberbullying. It's a weird world we live in.
Charges, indecent assault. Oh yeah, we live in a weird world. Anyways, aside from Amanda Todd,
hate.
Hate.
Yeah, I think people say. I think people always say things without actually meaning them, though, and like.
Which is a bad thing.
It's like. Yeah, but it's like, you know.
Like, why be so passionate about something that you're not that informed of or in the.
But also, like, words I think it also depends though, because some people can like put a lot of emphasis and weight on words, but then others cannot. You know, like
Right.
I don't know.
But just like someone who cannot put emphasis on it, there are other people who like overemphasize certain things, you know.
Yeah, I guess you can't have a mixed bag. You'd have to have either one or the other. Because if you have everybody taking everything seriously, then
Top you off, buddy.
what?
It's
Oh,
easy.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
If you have everybody taking everything seriously, then that's okay because everybody's like not everybody's saying the wrong words.
Mhm.
But then if you have everybody saying,
My bad.
you're good. If you have nobody taking anything seriously, then that's okay because everybody's just laughing about
Right.
it.
Which I think it kind of is a better way. I think
Yeah.
people should take things as least serious as they should take things as least seriously as possible.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
they
yeah. I
should.
hate when people take things seriously.
Yeah, like go fuck yourself. Just enjoy yourself. Stop trying to hate everything. Live
Yeah.
life. Don't judge. Don't criticize.
Yeah.
Try to ignore things that bother you. You
Uh-huh.
know, it's not like worth it to spend so much time of your day just thinking about negative bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. You just gotta,
Especially shit you can't control.
yeah,
You know.
just gotta go with the flow.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that kind of reminds me of I know we talked about Sam Harris last week, but also like
Go.
we've been talking. I guess I've been bringing up a lot. I started doing like the Waking Up app again, and then but he says you have to break the spell of identifying with the content of your thoughts. So it's like people will have a thought and then they think that it's them, but in actuality, like your thoughts are just like another nervous system process, just
Right.
like your sensations, like with your fingers,
Right.
and the rest of your nerves and stuff.
It's so hard to disassociate from your thoughts, though. I feel. Like to. I mean,
It's a process.
Yeah,
It's a process.
meditation is its own thing, but I feel like, especially, I mean, thinking about it in just like a workplace setting, like trying to take your own opinion out of something you have to do in work is kind of like that, disassociating from your thoughts.
Yeah, like let's say somebody yells at you at work.
Mm-hmm.
You might think, "Oh man, like I hate this person.
Yeah,
I hate this person,"
Cock-
and then
cocksucker.
yeah, sure, and then, but you realize that's just a thought that you created,
Right,
and you don't have to follow it.
you
at
could
all.
also
you could
assume-
choose to
you could also assume.
Smile.
Right, of course, and
be
go
like,
along.
"Sorry,
with
you're
it.
having a bad day, dude. What's up?"
Right, or you could just be like, this person is trying to achieve a goal that we are both essentially working towards. His thought process towards this goal or her thought process is not necessarily how I'm viewing it, and the way they're projecting their idea onto me is not necessarily the best way. I could respond equally. Like, I could respond with the same level of,
Aggression.
and level of attitude. Or I could just take it for what it is and not try to create more than what it is. I could
Yeah.
take that level up and be the bigger person in that sense and just go with it.
Yeah, yeah.
And people don't do that anymore, I feel.
No.
It's feeding into each other. It's like fire meet fire.
Yeah.
Need more fire.
Yeah, it's like, let me respond to this. Like, you just go with whatever your gut thinks. So, like,
Yeah.
somebody says "fuck you," it's like, "Hey, fuck you."
Yeah,
And it's like-
exactly.
and then starts the whole thing.
Right, it's
When-
it's an ego thing.
Yeah, the most freeing thing I think is when you realize that people are just in their own worlds and their own heads.
Right.
Like, if I talk to somebody and they're just like, and they don't, it's hard to explain, but like, say I'm saying something to somebody and they just ignore me. It's one thing for me to be like, wow, what an asshole, so inconsiderate, so this, so that, and then it's another to be like, oh, he's probably just focused on the X thing. It's like,
Right.
whatever. Who
Yeah.
cares? He's in his own bubble. He or she is in their own bubble.
Yeah, but again, like some people think though, and this is where the issue comes into play. It's like when people live in their own bubble and people operate in their own bubble in their own world, then they think you're entering into their world, and it's like people find themselves the center of their own universe. And so when you're creating this bubble for yourself, and you're met with someone who's telling you something you don't like, or someone that's telling you something that not only you disagree with, but you actually kind of take offense to, even though you shouldn't. That's like the destruction of how people are supposed to interact. It's like you're not allowing people to interact with each other because you think you're so right in your world that anyone telling you you're wrong is an attack on you and your character in any way.
Yeah, but that's the thing, is it's on you to like realize that this is somebody that you're dealing with, and then just kind of like, there's nobody that can handle a situation but you in the present right now, you know? So like if you're dealing with somebody who is acting like that, or is like angry or anything, any kind of negative sentiment, you have to, you know, analyze the situation, think about the right way to respond or do something, and then just like, you know,
and then move
on, or figure out the next
assess
move.
the situation
do the next thing,
exactly,
act accordingly,
and it's a lot easier said than done in most situations, you know?
For sure. Like even like with joking around, if somebody says something is like just like, I don't know, kind of roast you, it's on you to realize, you know, oh, they're just joking around. They're not actually trying to hurt my feelings. We're just like trying to have fun.
Of course, depending on the intent, obviously.
Yeah.
Like, I'm forgetting who said it on Legion of Skinks. It might have been Jay. And a few weeks ago, he was talking about just not a few weeks ago, last week with the whole Tony Hinchcliffe thing. He was like referring to.
Who, honestly, I never heard of until now. So this has been the best thing for his career, is saying a slur,
right? Because
I had never heard of him until recently.
Yeah, and by the way, like this goes back to what Jay said, which is like perfect to tie in. Like, he was saying like the intent behind a bad joke or a joke that's perceived as bad to you as an individual is how you should determine your reaction. If somebody comes out there and just starts like Richard, how am I forgetting?
Pryor, Simmons?
No. Richard Lewis? No, not Richard Lewis either. Kramer from Seinfeld.
Oh, okay.
I forgot his name.
Dude, we can give it a goog.
And it's going to be really bad that I don't know it.
I hate when I forget things.
Yeah, I know. I'm really mad that I don't know his name right now. Michael Richards. So Michael Richards, he had that famous thing at the Laugh Factory in LA where he was just like going on a really not funny comedy comedy band that felt like racially charged, and he was just like screaming the N-word like over and over and over again. Christ. It was like crazy, and nobody in the crowd was really like laughing. It was more just like an uncomfortable, and like, yeah, you can judge that as like, yeah, clearly he's not like working towards some like funny joke here. Yeah, he's just like ranting, and it's just awkward and uncomfortable. But like in the but in the Tony Hinchcliffe situation, it's like he's coming up on stage directly after a raunchy Asian comedian, and he like goes off on him, obviously using the C word, and the crowd is cracking up. And like,
the crowd was having a good time.
It was hilarious
when we watched it.
Exactly, you know, it's not like he was like the intent behind what he was saying was to like hurt his people and hurt him. Yeah, it was to just be funny.
I want to know what the Asian guy that preceded him thought, because if he did like.
One of the guys that Tony Hinchcliffe pays to open for him. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Although I'm sure people will reframe that and be like, there's a whole power dynamic thing and all that.
Yeah, sure.
But if the guy was like, it's whatever, he's just a comedian making a joke, then everybody should just get over it.
Right, exactly. But that won't matter.
No.
You know? That won't.
No, it's funny. It doesn't matter.
You know.
So many apologies just go by the wayside, or you know, people doing the opposite. Right. Like, you know, when Andrew Yang said the whole Israel thing and like people attacked him for it, Eric Adams said the exact same thing.
Oh yeah,
which is crazy.
Of course, but Andrew Yang is the only one who's popular to our age group and the people that use social media. Yeah. So therefore, it's like. Eric Adams isn't going to get attacked the same way that Andrew Yang will. You know? And then Andrew Yang gave some like half-ass apology afterwards, which I thought was pretty funny. Just to appease to the progressive.
I think he just wants to make everybody happy and win. So
right. Yeah. You know, he's out. He's not first in the polls anymore.
Oh really?
Yeah. I don't know if you want to pull up the New York City mayor polls, but I'm pretty sure Eric Adams actually just jumped into first place in the polls.
That's great. He flew to Abu Dhabi on taxpayer money. So that's exactly what we need.
Okay, that is good. We need more corruption. Is exactly what New York needs. But yeah, no. There we go. Boom. City Journal. Pull it up, baby. You know. Yeah. So
Fluid race
Inching out Adams by a single point.
Oh, okay, so there's still a chance.
Yeah. I mean, listen. I'm down for a Yang. I'm for Yang right now.
Yeah.
I want to see how. Wow, it's really only 2 people.
Apparently Yang is down, though, after the final recalculated ballot.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. He is down.
Yeah, he is down.
Okay. So, he was never really up at any point either.
Yeah, I mean, that's with the ranked choice voting system, so anybody who loses, they just use their second and third choices.
Okay. Gotcha. Mm-hmm. Scott Stringer is the guy who used to work for the city. He's irrelevant.
He was the comptroller, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so. Paperboy Love Prince. Oh, yeah, that's that guy on Instagram. I'm surprised he even has...
He gets 1% of the vote.
That's pathetic.
In the polls. So
that's sad.
But the polls can't be trusted at all either. So.
They can't. Like Michael Cohen said. Mm-hmm. What polls?
Mm-hmm.
What polls?
What polls?
You don't remember that?
No.
Trump was running for president the first time. Michael Cohen, who was his lawyer, the guy who got arrested, arrested defending Trump, and then Trump threw him under the bus, and he got arrested for that. Mm-hmm. He went on CNN, and they were talking about, like, Trump was losing in all the polls to Hillary Clinton. Like, what do you have to say about that? And his, like, response was, what polls? And then, like, the woman was like, all of them. And he was like, what polls exactly? And she was like, I just told you, all of the polls. And he was like, okay, what polls? And it was just like over and over again.
Yeah.
And there we go. So the polls.
What a Chad.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, in some ways. But all the polls ended up being wrong, and Michael Cohen ended up going to jail, so I don't know who had the last laugh there.
That's true.
But yeah, so screw all that shit anyway.
Yeah, I think you can only focus on what you are doing right now.
Exactly, and you know what that is?
What?
It's getting hyped for the Knicks going to the playoffs, baby. Home court advantage, yo.
Yeah.
We're going to the game on Sunday.
You and Ryan, right?
Yeah, I mean
that's awesome. Do they still not know the time though? It was like
7
to be determined for so long.
7 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
gotcha.
So 7 p.m. MSG. It's the last game of the night on that day, Sunday night.
Yeah.
And it is the largest indoor event in America since COVID began.
Wow.
15,000 people.
Game 1. 15,000?
Yeah.
So is that just a full MSG?
Yep. No. I think, and the capacity for it is right around 20,000, right under 21,000 if I had to guess. Look at that. I knew it. See, that's how good I am with this shit. 21, right under 21,000.
You know your Madison Square Garden capacity.
I love the Knicks and I love MSG. So, yeah. So, there's going to be close to what?
3/4.
Yeah, 3/4. More than 3/4.
Oh, wait. You said 10,000 or 15,000?
It's going to be 15 plus. Oh, yeah. So
15,000 is 3/4.
That is exactly 3/4. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Nice math, bro.
I'm not good at math, nor am I good at most things.
Oh, they're going to allow 13,000 fans, though.
No, not anymore. It's 5.
They bumped it up?
Yeah, it's 15.
You got to bump those numbers up.
Yeah, the Nets are only having 13,000. And it's so funny.
Are they even going to reach that?
That pathetic-ass franchise.
Uh-huh.
Did you see James Harden trying to...
I saw you sent me. Yeah,
It's so crazy.
It's crazy. He's paying for half of them or something like that? I don't even know the deal.
Nets fans.
Dude, I might go to a game.
Root against them?
Well, whatever. It's free, right?
Should we just buy tickets on air right now?
I wonder how much it costs with James Harden paying for half of it or whatever.
Nets fans, use code Harden. I'm going to pay for half your ticket. We got to get the Barclays Center rocking. Let's go.
Yeah.
Fucking loser.
Yeah. I don't even want to look it up.
Yeah, fuck them. Don't even put them in my search history.
Yeah.
But this is going to be an amazing time for us regardless.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun.
I'm so excited.
I hope we make it out of the first round. Nothing's a guarantee with the Knicks.
Nothing is.
It's going to be fun to see RJ get his playoff experience and everybody get the ball rolling.
All of these guys, first year rookies getting experience in the playoffs, like Emmanuel Quickly and Obi Toppin, who believe it or not, is slowly developing into a role player. Mm-hmm. And Ryan was saying this to me, which made sense. at the beginning of the season, he was like a net negative. Like, you put him on the court, and he was just sucking it. He was terrible. Like, he wasn't contributing. He was taking away from the game. Now it's like, okay, he could score. He could shoot the three moderate to, poorly. He can drive. Now he kind of like knows how to space himself better. So that's good.
I think he's extremely athletic, and I think obviously he's just a rookie. So, but I know the whole point of it, drafting him was that to win now. But I don't know. I think he has plenty of room to grow. Even though he's like an older rookie, he's still only 22, 23.
Yeah.
So like I think he's going to be just fine in the NBA.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he'll develop.
Obviously, he didn't live up to
expectations so far. Yeah, no, definitely not.
Yeah.
But speaking of living up to expectations, I mean, Emmanuel quickly exceeded all expectations this year.
He killed it.
It literally killed it. 4th in rookie voting for all. I'm sure he'll be
all rookie.
All rookie first, at the very least, second team. And I love he's got to get minutes, man. Like, one of his biggest downfall this season.
Alfred Payton.
Yeah, man. I mean, seriously. And Tom Thibodeau defended him. Like, although Payton's been playing a lot less minutes, like he's playing closer to 15, 20 minutes a game.
Yeah.
Like, D Rose is getting all those minutes, like which I'm fine with.
Yeah, because
he's great.
Now that he's like D Rose is he's been playing so well.
He's a huge part of our team now.
Yeah.
Like, without him, we wouldn't be in the position, not even close.
Yeah. Thibs just never gave up on that guy. It's crazy.
He coached him on 3 different teams. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's so nuts.
Like, that's so much love from a coach to a player.
Yeah, right? That's like some fatherly shit.
Yeah, definitely is. I mean, but if you think about it, Tom Thibodeau has been Derrick Rose's coach for like 75% of his career. Like the only time Derrick Rose hasn't been coached by him was the Detroit season.
Yeah.
Right?
Isn't it weird though? I'm not sure, but it's crazy to me that like Thibodeau just knows how to unlock Derrick Rose. Because he didn't play very well at all in Detroit, right?
No, he didn't play well at all.
Yeah.
Did do well in Minnesota. I mean, he scored 50,
Was that after Thibs left?
It was while he was there still.
It's going to be hard to find exactly how many coaches.
Yeah, no, it doesn't matter.
But, yeah. He's been playing great.
But, yeah, no, I mean,
quickly.
Like, he's had
Randall, of course, goes without saying.
Did you see what Theo Pinson posted? It was really funny.
What did he post?
Theo Pinson posted on his IG story a story of Randall with his hair like unbraided, and it's a video, and he's like, "Don't worry, Knicks fans. Randall will have his hair braided for Game 1. I don't care if I got to do it myself. His hair will be braided Game 1." And it's just red, just cracking up the entire time.
You love to see it.
And I gotta say, like, even in 2012, like, which is the last time for us, 2012, 2013, that we saw a Knicks team with like playoff prowess, like the ability to go deeper into the playoffs than just a first round team.
Yeah.
This team's chemistry is built to last so much further past this season.
Yeah. Which
is what didn't exist in 2012, 2013.
Yeah. Like, we had a good team, but we didn't have this kind of bond.
I was telling Ryan, I think we had arguably a better team then. A better team at the moment then.
Yeah.
Just like, a better superstar player, the defensive player of the year,
Pablo Prigioni.
Pablo Prigi motherfucking Oni, Argentinian oldest rookie in NBA history, GOAT,
King,
6th man of the year. Like, we had a lot of things going. J.R. Swish, 6th man of the year, a lot of things going for us. We were also the oldest team in the NBA. We were also like, everyone was retiring that following year. We lost like 6 players.
Yeah, that was a very win now team.
Right. And then the following year, it's like we're just milking what we had left of that season, and nothing really ever came of that. And then we had no culture going forward after that.
No. That's sort of the dark ages.
Right, it was the dark. We're over the dark ages. We don't need to go past.
We don't need
to
go
dwell on
back.
the dark ages.
No.
Now we've got like every time a player like falls to the ground, you've got the entire bench sprinting over to pick him up.
Yeah, I love that.
Like, and again, back to Theo Pinson, although he's like played 10 minutes the entire season, he's one of the most vital pieces of the team just because of how much he builds everybody up together.
Yeah, it's so funny. He's like, a cheerleader.
He's a full-blown cheerleader. Yeah, but he's a great cheerleader.
Getting an NBA contract to just chill at the bench and hype people up.
I'd argue it's the best job in the world.
Yeah,
Like
he just gets front row seats.
Right. Who would you rather be? Like, would you rather be a superstar on making... Yeah, you're making a lot of money. You're making $25 million a year.
Yeah.
But you're constantly scrutinized by the media because you're not winning.
Yeah.
You're constantly under a microscope because you're a superstar for your team.
Yeah.
And you're constantly being, like, put under pressure.
Because, like, they want you to perform.
Or...
Yeah.
You make $4 to $5 million a year.
Yeah.
You never, ever, ever touch the court.
No.
The thought of you touching the court is only when it means absolutely nothing.
Yeah, if you're up by like 40.
40 or down 40.
Uh-huh.
Okay? You get to practice with all of these guys. Like, you get to be friends with them.
Yeah.
Like, one of LeBron's best friends on the bench is fucking Jared Dudley.
Yeah.
Doesn't play at all.
No.
So it's like...
He used to play, though, didn't he?
Yeah, when he was not... He played like 5 minutes a game a year and a half ago.
Oh,
Now he
okay.
doesn't play at all.
Yeah.
Like, those guys, you know, you got a lot of money still.
Yeah.
And you're getting to watch courtside basketball and cheer people on for free, you know.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
Those guys have the best job in the world.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking 15th man on the squad.
We are the 15th men.
That's us.
That's us. We're the
And
16th men.
Theo Pinson.
Yeah, and Theo Pinson. But yeah.
Well, there's the team, there's the coaching staff, and then there's us.
Right. And then there's us.
Yeah.
We're like
Although the fans have a lot of sway. I was talking to somebody about this recently. How, like, what really started all of this was, I think it was last season, when they started chanting "sell the team." James Dolan got pissed off and then just revamped everything.
Yeah, I'm happy about it. I mean, well, the thing that
Fans have power.
Well, the thing that James Dolan did was he took himself out of basketball operations for the first time in almost a decade, which is what he needed to do.
Mm-hmm. He stepped out of it.
He realized he had no idea what he was doing, and him making decisions on moves affected the franchise tremendously.
Yeah.
You know, he had to just give it over to somebody, give them the keys, and let them make the decision, you know?
Yeah.
And that's what happened. Leon Rose,
Yeah.
you know, Scott Perry still has been incredible for us. You know, Worldwide West, William Wesley.
Yeah. Well, Wesley.
Yeah.
I hear he's like crazy with connections. Like,
Oh my God.
like
And also like and again, just back to like the culture. Like you hear the rumblings of superstars who are like already wanting to leave their teams, you know, people who are like, I'm ready to go, you know, I'm ready to jump ship.
Yeah.
What is more appealing now? It used to be a year ago if we were sitting on this couch talking about the Knicks. It's like, who doesn't want to save the Knicks? Now it's like the Knicks have everything they need to be saved now.
Yeah.
They're just missing that one superstar.
Yeah.
That one player to complement Julius Randle, RJ Barrett, you know, Quickly, Rose, all of
Zion.
Zion.
Dude, okay, maybe we could pull that one up.
You could tell them I'm prone.
Yeah. If you look up Zion interview, it's MSG.
Oh, baby. Yeah, we could play that one. Play it.
Is this it?
Yeah. It's got to be the full clip, right?
Hey, Zion.
Yeah.
Stan said that the plan was to foul when you guys were up 3 at the end of regulation. I mean, did you feel like that message was conveyed clearly before you guys went back out with the court there?
The message was received, but it's one of those things where you got to be focused. Even when you leave the timeout, you got to be focused to know that once the person puts the ball on the floor to get a quick foul.
Are you trying to find when he started smiling?
That's all I can say.
Yeah,
You
it's
got to
right
learn
here.
from it.
Just on TV, I mean, it looked like that was a physical game. I mean, out there on the floor, did it feel like that was one of the more physical
yeah, here it
games
comes.
New York is a very physical team, but you know it's all in the game. I think it makes everybody on the court better.
Can't even say
It
New York
definitely
without
makes you,
smiling.
He says New York and
try to
starts
be more
smiling.
safer with the ball and not as loose. But yeah, it was a very physical game.
You ended up leaving late in the fourth quarter. What was there, like a back issue? You took the fall? Was everything like that now?
Skip that.
Nah, it wasn't no back issue. It was one of them little quick cramps. I just jumped on it before I got too late in the game. That's all. I'm good.
This is smell?
I just care about the win.
Yeah,
Here it goes. He's cheesing so hard.
I know it's a different, experience now, but what would you like to finally get to play in the Garden in the pros?
You just smiled
I'm
hard
glad
as
you
hell.
asked that. Actually,
Yo, bro,
Yeah.
he's coming.
It's
I mean-
ear to ear. It's ear to ear.
New York is the mecca of basketball.
Yeah, it is.
I love playing. I love playing here. When I played here in college, and this is my first time playing here in the pros, and I mean this atmosphere. You know, whether they're cheering for you, whether they're booing for you, it's amazing. Honestly, I
smiled
think
hardest
outside
here.
of New Orleans, obviously.
Yeah, this is outside of
it's
New
my favorite
Orleans.
place to play outside of New Orleans. I can't even lie to you.
Obvious.
Can't
That
lie to
is,
you.
yo, pause it. That is the craziest. If I'm a Hornets fan watching that clip and he's like saying
Pelicans?
whatever, see, I don't even care. Nobody gives a shit. Fucking Pelicans. If I'm a Pelicans fan and I'm watching that and I'm just seeing like Zion just like, besides New Orleans, obviously,
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh wow, he's just cucking us right now.
Yeah. He's gone.
He's so gone. Oh,
He's
But
like
yeah.
licking his lips right there too.
imagine that lineup. D Rose obviously
Getting a little old.
getting a little old, but he could still.
But
he still can
quickly.
do 30 minutes a game. IQ. And then Zion, RJ, Randall, Big Noel, Big
Yeah.
Mitch.
Yeah.
You know. Oh,
Wow, what a
I would
squad.
love that shit so much.
So we'll see. I mean, we have all the pieces. We're playing well. We're a fourth seed team that stands to get even better.
We're gonna get so much better, honestly. I'm gonna be so honest with you, man. I've never been this excited with like the future of the Knicks team, and you know, I can't wait to see what Game 4 holds for us. We haven't even been talking about that. So
Yeah.
not Game 4, Game 1 of the playoffs. I mean, ugh,
Yeah.
I don't want to say Game 4.
Yeah, that's Sunday.
Yeah. And by the way, yo, congrats to your boy, your nationsman, Charles
Yeah, Charles
Oliveira.
Oliveira.
We didn't even talk about that last week.
No,
we
we-
skipped over it.
Yeah, was that? Yeah, I guess that was last week.
Last
wasn't
Friday, yeah, we were in our flow. We didn't think about it, but
it? Yeah.
dude, he
Wait, didn't he win the next day after we did the show?
yes, yeah, we didn't talk about it the day before. Like we didn't
Oh,
talk
we
about
didn't
the fight
hype
at
it
all.
up. Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, it was such a good fight. That was
Yeah.
one of the better fights of like just a 2-rounder.
Yeah.
I mean, like he was almost finished. You know, Michael Chandler really had him in that first round.
Yeah. That was smart of him though when he dropped back when he was starting to get pounded on, and then he dropped back, and I don't know
Right.
it's like guard or something.
Yeah,
like that,
turn
right?
into your guard, pull
Yeah.
into your guard. Yep.
Yeah. That was exciting, and then the second round when he just standing up.
Perfect shot.
Yeah.
Charles, his stand-up game is not to be underestimated. You know?
Yeah.
And now it just begs the question, like,
Mhm.
you know, I think whoever Oliveira faces next, whether it's McGregor or Poirier,
Mhm. It's a scary weight class.
yeah, it's such a scary.
Yeah.
And thinking could be retired, you know.
Yeah.
Well, the next fight obviously has to be Michael Chandler versus Justin Gaethje
Mhm.
for Michael Chandler. That's
Yeah.
what he's got to do.
Yeah.
And now you've got Dustin Poirier versus
Who's
Conor.
no joke though, Michael Chandler. That
No
was,
joke at all.
That was a fucking wild match.
Yeah.
So-
I feel like he got so overconfident, which is
Yeah.
kind of his downfall.
Yeah. He was like, "Oh, I welded in this guy. I'm just gonna do it again." the
Yeah,
second
he's
one."
like, I'm just, yeah, and then even before the fight started, his big thing was like, I'm just going to put him under pressure and he's going to crack under pressure. And
Mhm.
like, at no point, even when Charles was rocked, was he's just like folding or trying to like just get out of the ring. He was doing
Yeah.
fine. He was,
Yeah.
like- also, like, took him down and took his back at the end of the first round for the entire round.
Mhm.
So it's like,
Yeah, I was shocked that Oliveira didn't submit him right there. Like,
Yeah.
you can't give him your back right like
and,
that.
yep, and
It's
then
dangerous.
and then you know if you watch the I watched the first round back
Mm-hmm.
and I was like watching him get dropped. It really wasn't as bad as a drop, like him getting hit, as I thought it would be.
Mm.
Like when he's on the ground and like he's like moving and like Michael Chandler's trying to punch him, it looks like he's like
Getting wailed on.
in and out of consciousness, like getting wailed on, but it's really just him like
He was evading.
maneuvering, exactly,
Yeah.
evading. Yeah, he was just like trying not to get punched, and
Yeah.
it worked out for him.
Mhm.
When Michael Chandler had him on his back,
Yeah.
and he like did the press and he jumped and then slammed him back.
Yeah.
that was cool.
That was cool,
Yeah.
but it was dumb.
It was dumb as hell.
It looked dope as fuck. Yeah. Oliveira was like even better for me.
Yeah, he's making it easier for
Yeah.
me, bro.
Dude, I don't know what it is, but like seeing, it's funny because like I grew up here. I think maybe because I lived in a Brazilian household, but like seeing a Brazilian person or a team like succeed, it doesn't it does, like, nothing brings me more like
Happiness.
yeah, just like a sheer feeling of
Right.
like national pride.
National
and joy.
pride, right?
It's so
like
weird.
it's like when Brazil wins in soccer. Like
Oh,
in
in the World Cup.
Yeah, it's like when they win.
Yeah.
It's-
Oh, every year, every World Cup that they've been eliminated, I shed at least one tear. I can't. They can't lose without me. Like, I was like driving home. I remember I was in South Carolina. I was interning, and like I was driving back, and I was like, I had to wipe one off. I couldn't hold it.
I remember, not to bring up dark memories.
Oh God, 7-1.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say I remember I was working
Mm-hmm.
at the restaurant at the time.
Yeah.
And it was a very international restaurant that always had the World Cup on every single match.
Yeah.
And I just remember like the bus boys, the rest chefs, everybody was like gasping, like in awe of like
Yeah.
what was happening. Because Neymar got hurt and he didn't play.
Yeah, he wasn't even playing.
Yeah, but like it was just, it was like 4 goals in a matter of like 3 minutes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it was like.
I remember texting you,
Mhm.
and then I just remember you were at a restaurant with your entire family, or with a bunch of your family members, and you were like, everybody is so quiet. Nobody's watching. Nobody's saying anything.
Yeah.
It must have been so brutal.
Yeah, I think that's the only one that I didn't really like think that much of. Is like if it's a close match. Actually, Ozone mentions this a lot. Shout out to him. He will say how like if it's a close match and you lose, it hurts way more than if it's a blowout. It's just like, all right, you can't really now it's over.
I think it's
the better team won.
Yeah, the better team won. I think it's a different kind of hurt though. I think it's like one is like, we gave it our all, and like we still didn't come out on top. Like this team clearly contributed everything we can. Whereas like, if you're getting blown out and your team is just like getting absolutely fucked, it's like, well, this sucks. It feels like we're not even trying, and like at no point it's even worth it to entertain. And it's like, how are we in this position in the first place if we're so shit? You know what I mean? Which is, every dog has its day.
Yeah.
But still.
Shout out to Oscar, scored the one.
Yeah.
Oscar! Yeah.
Under 22. He was a young guy.
Yeah, he was really young.
He was so young.
Yeah. Now he's old. It's weird how that happens. Time really be going.
Sports is a great way to track just like time in general.
Yeah, it's crazy. When you
know?
see like RJ, for example, who's 20, and it's just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He's 3 years younger than us.
Yeah. Or I mean, like, I remember when John Wall was drafted. Like I remember you bought his shoes the year he was drafted. His Reebok shoes.
Yeah.
Like, John Wall now is an 11-year NBA veteran.
Yeah.
Like I remember when like Griffin was drafted first overall. I mean, like I remember all this shit.
Yeah.
It's like
you can't beat Father Time.
No, of course.
Yeah.
It's crazy shit.
Yeah, it's so wild. And like, you just see these athletes. LeBron's the only one that's timeless for some reason. This guy is just a specimen.
And this season, it's kind of catching up to him, because his ankle's hurt and he's looking. I mean, he had a great game this last game.
But he was out for a good while, right?
Missed 30 games.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like a lot.
That's a lot. Yeah, it's the most he's missed in one season.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting.
It's coming.
The Lakers are the 7th seed, and they're the betting favorite against the 2 seed, the Suns. And it's the first time in NBA history that a 7 seed has been favored in a series over a 2 seed.
Yeah.
Which is very crazy to me.
Yeah, that is insane.
Because the NBA is always typically about the better team wins always.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is the same squad, maybe a little better, right, for the Lakers? Or no?
You could say it's a little better. You could also say that it's a little worse just because LeBron and AD have been hurt a lot this year.
Yeah,
So
but they come back.
Yeah, they come back. You don't know if they're 100%.
True.
LeBron definitely didn't
That's
look
the thing.
100% in the last game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's fucking wild.
But
Dude, when he retires, that's gonna be a vibe check for us.
It's gonna be weird. It's gonna be so weird.
It's gonna be like no more LeBron, no Kobe, no.
Like
I mean, wasn't really around for Jordan, but like
no. I mean, I've been watching basketball since LeBron was. I mean, I wasn't really comprehending it when I was like 7 or 8 years old. I remember it, but like as I was getting older, like I mean, LeBron was always LeBron.
Always around, yeah.
And he's in his 18th, going into his 18th year next year, and it's like I'm 24 years old.
Yeah.
It's like, what is it? 3/4 of my life, LeBron has been
Just killing in the NBA.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
in my 100% of my like remembering my memory, he's always been in the
Yeah.
NBA.
Remember the like LeBron has never won a ring memes?
I remember that shit so well.
Vividly.
I remember going on Facebook when the Heat were like with 45 seconds left against the OKC, like right before they're gonna win. I was like, well, I guess this is my last post where LeBron doesn't have a ring.
I remember that. That was so funny. That's crazy, man. And now here he is. How many does he have now?
4.
4.
Wait. Yeah, 4. 4. 1 with LA,
Yeah.
1 with Cleveland, 2 with Miami.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
That all makes sense.
Yeah.
Then when you brought it back for the Cleveland, it was just
That was his best one.
so crazy.
That championship was so fucking crazy.
Yeah, that was easily the best one. So
Mhm.
exciting.
Wow.
Except, I mean, not for us, but you know.
It's crazy. He went the first 8 years of his career, 9 years of his career without winning a championship,
Yeah.
but went to 2 before that. Yeah, there was a real crazy narrative, man. That poor man went through it at one point.
Yeah. People were talking
Prince
a lot
James,
of shit.
not calling him King James, you remember, because he didn't have
Uh-huh.
a ring. Oh man, that shit was crazy. I remember
Now
how
here he
hyped
is.
Miles was.
Yeah. Now he's a seasoned veteran of the game that everybody respects.
Exactly.
Isn't that crazy? You fucking earn it.
Yeah, you
You
did.
fucking worked his ass off.
After 2016, especially, I feel like
Yeah.
there was no doubt
Yeah.
anymore. in
When he
anyone's
brought
mind.
it back to
Down
Kid Cleveland.
3-1,
Yeah.
come back, like putting up 40 plus triple
Yeah.
doubles every night.
Yeah. I remember like hating I mean just like, you know, LeBron and like his fans, like the LeBron
I
fans.
still don't like them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like them
It's-
not as much as I used to hate them. Obviously.
Yeah.
Using that word.
Dude,
I used to really hate.
Oh
them.
yeah. Right, I completely forgot.
But I used to.
But
really use it,
yeah, I remember there was one time in BurgerFi specifically where there was like you were talking about to some guy and you were just like, "Oh, what team do you follow?" And he's like, "Oh, I follow greatness." And then you like went off on him and then but like it was super passive aggressive.
Right.
You were both smiling and laughing, but
Right.
like, you were throwing jabs.
Right,
and you're
right.
just like, "I follow greatness. I love the king." And then
Right.
it's just like you're just like, "Fuck you."
Yeah.
But like
but-
in a weird passive aggressive way, it's so funny. It was,
I'm
it was a joy
I'm
to
good
watch.
at getting my point across while insulting people without sounding nice at the same time.
Yeah, yeah,
But yeah, the people like that who are just like hopping from Heat fan because nobody was a Cavs fan.
yeah,
You know, people just became fans of these teams just because of the player,
yeah, yeah,
and they never admit it. That's why the bandwagon exists. You know,
Yes.
that's the worst part
Yeah.
of the sport.
yeah. Yeah, bandwagon's rough.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, come on, man.
Oof. This is like my third glass. I think it was like my second or third glass on this bad boy.
Oh wow,
Feeling
getting
it.
it popping.
Feeling
Feeling a little
it.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always like get like a little light something going, but
Get a little buzzy
really
action
get a little,
going.
yeah.
Yeah. But
how to do it.
Valerie Lareda might have already fought.
Oh,
I want to see how she did. If she did, do you want to just type in Valerie Lareda
yeah.
and see if
Your queen.
the results? Oh, I love her so much. One day ago, no. Scroll tweets.
Oh.
30 minutes until.
Oh, it's
okay.
not happening yet.
Yeah, we can pull it up because I'm pretty sure it's live on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Um,
Bellator goes on YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick. Imagine if UFC did that.
Maybe they did the prelims on YouTube because that's what I was just watching on. That's might have been what it was.
Hmm.
We could just go to Crack Streams
Cyborg.
afterwards. Yeah, she's on the main card.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, after this we'll throw it on. We'll grab some food, and then we'll watch the what's it called? The game.
Yeah.
Like Warriors versus Grizzlies. Excuse me.
Yeah.
God, I love Valerie.
She
Her weight cut was
Are we even
incredible.
allowed to show this?
Oh, we could show
Her
her,
Instagram?
of course. Tab it out.
I remember you guys were saying we'll talk about this on the pod how it's all water weight because she like weighed in.
Yeah, dude, but it's like insane. Like, yeah.
She's lean.
She's at 125 here, and she probably cuts like 30 pounds.
Really? Does she say how much she cut?
I mean, I was watching her entire like cut process,
Uh-huh.
and I remember like 3 weeks ago she was like 25 pounds to go.
Whoa.
So it's
so
like-
she was like 150.
Yeah.
That means
But
she weighed more than I did.
But she also loses.
That's pretty sick.
She also loses like 15 pounds this week. Like she just cuts all the water. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, we were talking before we started the pod about how like there's like total daily energy expenditure of calories and stuff, so it's definitely not fat. So
Right.
the
Oof. Okay. All right. Get away.
that's still there.
Yep.
Let
me see a duck. Let me see a duck. Yeah. Fuck.
Oh no.
I'm trying to munch, dude. I'm hungies.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to call it? I think we've talked for quite a bit.
Yeah, I'm hungry. What do you want to get
starving.
to eat?
Yeah, we should talk.
Let's think about that first.
Yeah, we didn't think about that. What are you feeling? Do you have anything in mind?
I know after I do a quick little rip ski, I'm gonna be real hungry. But I'm like, you know, it's not bad. It's like, you know, I could go for like a Chick-fil-A sandwich, just that, like straight up.
Ooh,
Because
just
like
Chick-fil-A.
I haven't had that since I started dieting,
Mm-hmm.
and like I looked it up. A spicy chicken sandwich by itself,
not bad.
it's 460 calories.
Yeah.
It's like really solid.
Yeah.
You know.
Although I think if you get like pepper jack and
Yeah, that's where you gotta
all the other
steer
stuff.
away from that. If you just
Yeah.
get the sandwich itself, which
Yeah.
is still great.
Yeah, I mean even with the stuff, it's like 600.
Yeah, I only got like 750 left, so
Yeah, kind of close, I guess.
yeah.
All right.
I always hate when I cut it close.
Yeah, it's almost worse than
Going over?
Going over because it's like I went over on. I'm cutting it close, so like you don't even know if you actually expended that many calories, so you don't know if you exactly lost or not.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I also don't add my like workouts to my Fitness Pal.
Me neither. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Better
it's
safe than sorry.
Exactly. Guys, this is why we do the podcast. By the way, next week's our 100th episode.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
We've been doing it
We're
for
on
so
the
long.
99th now.
Almost
and
2.5 years. But
yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
100th episode
It's been a good
special.
time. But yeah.
Maybe we should like pop champagne or something.
Yeah,
That'd
we
be
should
fun.
wear tuxedos.
Yeah. I don't feel like dressing up.
Bomb champagne. Oh.
This is the modern look. This is like the Silicon
I
Valley.
like it. Yeah, you're definitely dressed for success. I'm just
like that's even more modern.
You think so?
Yeah, I think so because now you don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
You don't have to dress up ever.
Yeah. Just
Nothing matters anymore.
Exactly. Nothing really matters.
You could wear sweats and a tee anywhere. I remember I went to this Google event. It was like a puzzle event in college, and this guy shows up, and he just has like greasy ass hair and it's, like baggy t-shirt and
wrinkled
loose sweats, and he's an engineer there, and he's just like he just
fucking makes millions of dollars probably.
yeah so
Yeah, good life.
yeah, it's a good way to
Well,
live.
that'll be you in a few years. So
Maybe, I don't know. I have
when you abandon this podcast for your future fortune, it's going to be hard. I'm going to carry it on my own.
yeah
I'm going to be like the Giannis Pappas.
yeah gonna have to figure out all the technology and everything.
There's not going to be any. It's going to be my camera, and I'm going to hit record. I'm going to hold a microphone just to feel good.
Just
It's
hold
not
the
going to.
phone selfie
Yeah.
stuff.
It's like just. It's going to be like this. It's going to be like that the entire time. Nothing's actually plugged in. I'm just talking into
Yeah,
an
just
empty
talking
mic.
into a microphone. All right, well, let's get some Chick-fil-A then, right?
Yep. That's all, folks.
All right, thanks for listening. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye. Nope.